Hey guys, welcome back to youtube.com/1hourshower. I hope you like the videos that I have uploaded, and please make sure to subscribe. So today I'm going to be talking about how to protect your girlfriend or your date when you're in public. So a girl needs to feel instinctually that you can protect her. She needs to feel it in her bones. She needs to know with every inch of her body that you got her back. Saying you will protect her is one thing, but demonstrating it and displaying it is another. So there's two basic concepts when it comes to protecting your girl or your date. There's protecting her physically from harm, confrontation, and there's also protecting her emotionally or mentally, protecting her from emotional distress. And believe it or not, protecting her from emotional distress is just as important as protecting her from physical harm. So when a girl feels protected, she's going to be at her best. She's going to show you her good side, her positive side. She's going to show you love. She's going to show you an unguarded, honest, playful side. So let's start out with protecting her physically. When you're in a crowd, walking in front of her is a way to protect her physically and demonstrate that you're going to protect her. Also, being the closest one to the traffic or to the street is super important. So if the cars are going by this way and the sidewalk is over on this side, you always want to be where the cars are, keeping her away. And whether that reaches subconscious or conscious, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, it works. Having her away from traffic, you're between her and that, is key. Also, standing tall and confident when a stranger approaches or someone you feel in your gut is a stranger. Speaking of strangers, if someone invades your personal space, speaking loudly and clearly in a tone that I'm speaking in right now is important. If you're going to confront him or if you're going to speak to her and ignore him, speaking loudly and clearly is a way of demonstrating you're protecting her. Now this is important. Being cocky or walking around with bravado actually sometimes does the opposite. If she thinks that you're going to attract attention or draw unnecessary attention with that attitude, then it does the opposite. It actually makes her feel less protected. She doesn't want to be stared at or gawked at. She wants to feel secure and private. So when you use cockiness and bravado, you end up attracting the attention of the alpha males in each group, or in all the groups. Or if there's one alpha male, you're going to attract his attention and he's going to want to demonstrate his power and control over you. That's one negative when it comes to being cocky and walking around with a head full of steam. Even demonstrating that you are going to protect her can sometimes draw the attention of the alpha male in the room. So when it comes to alpha males, she's going to need to know instinctually where you stand. So she needs to know that either you're equal or on par with all the alpha males around, you're an equal to them. Or B, that all the alpha males you're going to encounter are going to respect you, and in turn, respect her. When someone respects you, they're going to respect her. And C, if there is an alpha male nearby who happens to be out of control or on a mission to cause harm, pain, distress, or just disrupt your flow, she needs to know that either through fight or flight, or speaking your way out of conflict, that nothing's gonna happen. That you can talk your way out of it, you can walk away from it, or that you can stand up to him and fight him. And even if you get your butt kicked, that you're gonna stand tall and do that. Now remember, fighting is not acceptable. That is the last of the Mohegans. That's the final straw. You do not want to fight. A real man can talk his way out of conflict and remove himself from danger and harm. That's a real man, guys. And if you are a fighter, if you're a mixed martial artist, if you know karate, if you're just a tough kid from the streets and you're watching this, I get it, you know. And she probably gets it. She knows you're tough, man. You don't need to go fight anybody to prove it. Protecting her doesn't mean getting yourself in trouble, getting arrested, going crazy, and being like these kids from the Jersey Shore or these guys on TV in the ring. You are on a date, man. You're on a private, intimate moment. Another part of being protective or protecting your girlfriend is knowing your surroundings everywhere you go, understanding your surroundings. It's the simple things, avoiding dangerous places, towns, avoiding trouble if you feel in your gut that you see trouble ahead, just avoiding it. Walking confidently like you know where you're going, even if you don't. That's going to happen where you're going to get lost. There's going to be times where you might lose yourself, but you still have to move as if you know where you're going. It's okay to admit that you're lost. I'm not saying that. Most of the time, just walk like you know where you're going everywhere. Another thing is being alert to minimize surprise. Protecting her physically means you always have to be alert and on your game. If you're really tired, make sure you're always awake enough to be alert and strong. A mantra that I have is reacting last, preventing first. You always want to have a preventative measure. Some of the things I just talked about are prevention measures, preventing yourself from being in harm. Don't react, be a preventer. There are going to be times when you have to react and protect her physically. If someone's following you or walking closely behind, or if someone steps on her toes or knocks over her drink, there's going to be times where you're going to react. And even in those moments, you still got to use preventative measures. Alright, so a lot of you guys already know about physical protection, protecting her physically. So I'm going to move on now to emotionally protecting her, which is another big thing. If someone is being rude to her, they're essentially being rude to you. You have to remember that you're always with her, even if you have just met her or if it's a first date. If someone's rude to her, take it as they're being rude to you and knowing how to handle that. Again, talking your way out of those situations, emotionally protecting her. If someone's rude or disruptive, that's emotional distress that's being caused. Protecting her from it, taking her into another room, addressing the strangers in a polite way. Another big thing is not bringing her around people that you know don't like her or that have feelings for you, ex-girlfriends or ex-wives of yours. Protecting her emotionally is not bringing her into those situations where there's an increased chance of conflict and distress. And protecting her emotionally also consists of you making positive decisions when you're not even with her, not drinking and driving, not getting arrested through fighting and showing off, not racing on the highway in your car, man, because if this girl loves you, she's going to be broken up if she loses you. So you got to protect her emotionally. Make good decisions all the time. Think about her, keep her in mind. So in closing, I want to say, talk to your girl, talk to your date, and tell her you're going to protect her. Girls love hearing that. They need to know it. Telling her is the first step, showing her is the second. If you feel nervous when you're dealing with confrontation in public, consider taking self-defense classes. And if you feel like you want to improve on other areas of protecting her, then see a therapist. There's no shame in it. Talk to a friend or a family member. Bounce some of your ideas off them. Ask them some of your questions. Remember, it takes a real man to remove himself from conflict and not fight. And that's truly protecting your date or your girl. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please send them to me. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Make sure you guys subscribe, comment, thumb this up, and again, message me any questions. Nothing's off limits. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.